Hey, hi, welcome back to the next episode of Klinefelters and me. I'm the host, Chantel, and today we're going to talk about, I'm going to say, my childhood and how I grew up. So, I'm one out of 3 children. I'm the middle child. I got an older brother and a younger sister. And, it was, let's see, I have a problem with my reading and writing. When I was younger, before 5 years old, I couldn't speak a word. My brother said that he had to, he knew what I wanted in life, or wanted when I was a kid. I couldn't speak. My mother and my father, they both thought that I was deaf. We went and did a test. I was able to hear a little normal. So I went to speech therapy, and every time I spoke a word, I got a sticker. So I would come home with handfuls of stickers. I guess Chance wants to be involved with this thing. Hi, Chance. This is Chance. She's spoiled rotten. Anyways, Chance, go play. So anyways, yeah, I every time I'd come back from the school, I would have a handful of stickers, and and I was able to finally say a few words, I guess. And I graduated kindergarten in Newfoundland. I remember that. I do remember going upstairs and with the piece of paper and the hat and the gown and all that stuff. I remember that. Those were good times. I do remember some of my stuff when I was like really, really young. I do recall the incident that kind of stopped me from telling people who I was, when I kind of realized that if I was to tell anybody who I was, it would have not have been a good thing. My brother, if he knew, he wouldn't have done it, but we were both really small children. And so I remember being in my parents' room, and I was trying on my mother's shoes, and my brother caught me, and he goes, he runs down the stairs, and he tells Mom, and that's when I realized that I shouldn't be saying or saying anything or doing anything like that. And I remember taking it off, and Mom came upstairs, and I denied everything, and so that's when it started, knowing that what I was feeling back then when I was a kid was wrong or different. So but if my brother knew that, like I said, when we were younger, if I knew that, he probably wouldn't have never done that. My brother loves me, my sister loves me, my mom loves me, everybody loves me. Not everybody, I guess. So, anyways, we had an interesting childhood. It was stressful for me because I didn't know how to react, how to live my life as a boy. So I would learn how I was supposed to act. I would learn how to do that with all my friends. My friends would teach me without knowing that they're teaching me to be a boy. I still know how to be a boy, but anyways, so I had some interesting moments in childhood. I used to be a very quiet child. It didn't matter what I did. I'd walk into a room and no one would see me. No one would realize I was even there, because I'd walk into the room and I'd be so quiet, and maybe a half hour later they're, "Oh, you're in here." I'm like, "Yeah, I've been here this whole time." I was very quiet. I was more in my head than I was out. I wouldn't talk to anybody, you know. I didn't know how to act around myself. I didn't know what to do. It was very difficult. I had stressful times, a lot of depression. There was a lot of depression. I didn't know how to act. So, sorry, hold on. So yeah, I remember my room. My sister didn't have a closet in her room, and I had my closet in my room. And I remember my sister would have to put all her dresses in my room. Lucky for me, I didn't have to go too far, because, well, the clothes that I wanted to wear was in my room already. So that was always a good thing, right? So I would wait until everybody went to bed, and then I would wear the dresses, walk around the house, hoping that no one would see me, but sometimes praying that someone would see me, so my little secret was out. Yeah, it was, I have found that I would go to sleep wearing women's clothing or girls' clothing, just so I can just dream of me being who I was supposed to be at night, like normal, and that wasn't, and then you'd wake up, and then it was just back to the same old. So, yeah, it was, I had a hard time in the summertime, having to wear clothes, you know, boys' clothes and whatnot, and not the proper clothes that I was supposed to wear. So, sorry. Anyways, someone's distracted me. He's eating all my cheesies and crackers and crunching over there, and sorry. Anyways, where was I again? Do you remember where I was? No, he doesn't even know where I was. So, depression, that's what it was. Trying to live my life as a boy, but really in my body, inside, was more female than male. For instance, I got small hands. According to, well, I guess they look kind of big, but really, I got women's hands. I have no Adam's apple. If I can lose my gut, which I guess we all have, then I would have the hour-shaped glass body, typical Klinefelters. So, yeah, it's, I don't know really. I've had some interesting times in my life. I have so many stories, I'm losing track of it, but I do know one thing, that if you do not go with what you are or who you are, okay, how about this? People are going to want you to live one way, and if you're not comfortable living that way and you really are the other way or whatever, then you have to live your life for you, not for anybody else. You don't live your life for anybody else, because you only have one life to live. And it's more important to be happy. If you can be happy, then who cares what everybody else says. When I was younger, I would always worry about what people would say about me, or think about me, or whatever. And it took me a long time to realize that that I shouldn't care on what people think of me or say, of me. For instance, my voice. I do live as a female. I had my gender reassignment surgery. I don't really care about what people think about my voice. I'm living my life for me. I'm not living my life for anybody else but me. And how I think of it is, if you don't like the way I look and you don't like the way I sound, then don't listen and don't look. Because this is my life, and I'm not living it for anybody else. So there is going to be times where you're going to run into things that people that are not going to like the way you are. You just have to grow thick skin, because not everybody's going to accept you for who you are, but they don't need to. You know who you are. As long as you're happy, then who cares, right? Anyways, I hope you subscribe and like this channel, and yeah, and if you have any comments, please leave it down below, and we will and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye for now.